What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet, and I am in the toy room once again to bring you another toy review. That's right, I'm in the toy room. Now, this is just one little corner of the toy room. It actually spans all the way around here, and maybe one day we'll show you a little bit of that. But today, I want to remind you that this month we are giving away this Orm action figure. That's right, from the movie Aquaman. Now, this is a pretty cool figure. I know it's a basic figure, but you know what? It's pretty cool. It's got this Hydrotech technology here. You can put it in water. It changes colors. It does all kinds of cool stuff. And this can be yours. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button and hit notifications, and then let me know down in the comment section that you want the figure and you are in the running. So please do it quickly. Make sure to get in on this free figure, because at the Poindexter Lounge, we love subscribers and we love toys, and we want to give our subscribers toys. All right, so please take advantage of that and do that today. Now, today, I told you last week when I did my review for the Tron Kingdom Hearts action figure that I discovered that there was a Sark figure that went along with it. And I told you I had to immediately order it from Amazon. And guess what? The other day, it finally came. And so I am excited to finally show you this Sark and, of course, Sora, who comes with him. So let's go ahead and review it now. So just like the Tron review that I did, this is also going to be one that I'm super excited about, because I did not know that these figures existed until I saw them. And so in the store, of course, you don't know anything exists until you see it, right? But I don't know about you, but sometimes you just see something for the first time and it excites you, and that's what this is. And so here you see it in the package, the Sora and Sark, the logo up there, and then of course their names here on this side panel. Now, they did do a couple of different packaging variants on this. This one actually has Sora, because a few of these, like they have a goofy one that actually is supposed to be on the grid as well. So Sora is supposed to be on the grid. The one in the Tron package that I got with the Warrior figure, the little figure, didn't look like it was supposed to be on the grid. So it's different packaging. Here on the side, you can see the Kingdom Hearts logo again with the Disney logo with this purplish blue kind of background. There's the Kingdom Hearts logo, the Disney logo, Diamond Select Action Figures Series 3. It's a great picture of both figures there. And then, of course, there's the Goofy picture down here. And so there was a Tron that actually came with Goofy. That's not the one that I got. The one that I got actually came with this little warrior figure, and you can see that video here on the channel. Here's the bottom. You can see just from the bottom there, it's nothing real fancy. Just is what it is. So, something that a lot of you guys have been asking for that I don't do a lot is open these here right on camera. So I'm going to rip this open for you so that you actually get to experience what it's like for me to open up one of these packages. Now, yes, you can see there the big cut on my hand. My dog got a hold of me. He gets a little rambunctious sometimes, but it's okay. I still love him. But yeah, people have just told me in the comment sections and in messages, we never get to see you open it up. We get to see the after effects. So there you go. There, it's open now. And now you can see what I did to rip open the package. Colors are great. I love the fact that even though I'm not really familiar with Kingdom Hearts or the Sora character, these colors really pop next to each other. The blues and the grays and the reds, everything just looks really cool. So even though I'm not too aware of what these figures are all about, I'm still digging the color scheme. Now there, of course, you can see that they are definitely tied in there really well with the little metal twist ties there. You really got to get in here and work those twist ties to get them out. You got to, go one way, and then sometimes you got to go another way. I don't know how they do that, probably robotically in a factory somewhere, but they go so far one way and then you got to go back the other way. So there you go. That's how you get these things out, and just really well put together in there. I remember the days, man, where nothing seemed to be secured in a package, anywhere. And nowadays they're so secured. It's like it takes you half an hour to be able to open a box before you can actually get the toy out. But it adds to the fun and makes it a little bit more fun to actually get into the box and to finally get to the toy. Although it does sometimes cause for issues when taking them actually out, because some of these figures are very fragile. And as you will see later here with this Sora action figure, there's some issues here with that figure. I'm really glad that the Sark figure is a really solid figure, and that the Tron figure is also a really solid figure. So you can see here, these feet are really lodged in there well, and you got to be careful because it's got these little rubber bands, and you don't want to rip the foot off, because that would be bad. Nobody wants to spend, you know, 20, 25 bucks on one of these figures and then, you know, rip off the foot. And then, you know, maybe they're so limited that maybe you can't take it back. So there you go. Sark is out. Now let's move on to Sora. And of course, Sora for the most part is going to come out, but just like me wearing a size 15 shoe, Sora's got some pretty big feet here, and you got to kind of finagle this thing to get it out. And never just be easy, can it? It can never just be an easy task to get some of these things out. But I'm showing it for you guys because you guys asked for it. You told me, I want to see the painstaking trouble that you go through to get some of these figures out. So there you go. Now Sora is out, and then we'll take Sora's weapon out just like so. It kind of looks like a key of some kind. And there you go. So there's the package, and here's the rest of the packaging. So now you can be happy. You've seen all of the packaging that is there to be seen. And we can move on to actually showing the figures themselves. Here are the figures standing up. They stand up pretty well because they're pretty solid figures. And of course, Sora has those big, huge, goofy feet. Let's go ahead and go over Sora first to get that one out of the way. Here you can see these protrusions here on the back of his head. And these kind of billowy legs here. It's got some grip here on the bottom of the shoes. He's got a helmet that's very Tron-like. His head will go all the way around. Now, I assume that Sora is a guy, but I'm not really sure. I didn't do enough research on that because, to be honest with you, I didn't buy this for Sora. If you are a Kingdom Hearts fan, I apologize, but that's not really why I bought this figure. So now you can see here, this is what was giving me a little bit of a hard time, and that is these joints at the elbow. These are not put together very well, and I've spoken with some other people who actually collect these, and they've all said the same thing. There you go. They just pop right off, and that little pin, you got to be careful, because if you're holding on to it and that pin falls out, guess what? You're going to lose it. So I was able to find the pin, but once it comes out, you know, it's never going to be quite the same. So that little joint there is looser, and it's wider now because it did pop off. So you just got to be really careful with it, and not going to be much for posing. It will go all the way around. It's got a bicep twirl there, and then it will go around at the elbow as well, but you're not going to want to do that too much. It goes around at the wrist, and then of course it goes out at the shoulder, and the right arm is exactly the same. But again, you have to be really careful with this thing because, and I'm really thankful again that the Sark figure is not like this, because this is kind of ridiculous. You got to be, I mean, you can't really do anything with this figure because of that. It does go around at the waist. The legs go out and go beyond a split. There, as you can see, almost put his legs behind his head there, and just like so, just like that. And down here they don't twirl there, but they do go around at the leg and at the foot. So you can definitely spin him around there. He is posable, but once you get him in a pose, you're going to kind of just want to leave him there, because if you rough him up at all, if you try to play with this at all, it's not a toy that you're going to play with for sure. And you don't want to give this to little kids in any way, because you're going to lose the pin in the arm, and some of these pieces are going to come off. And of course, it's the exact same on both feet. They both go around like that, and the feet go up and down and twirl around like so. And that's pretty much, go up and down there. That's pretty much the Sora figure in and of itself. It's kind of a cool addition. It's kind of cool. Comes with this, like I said, this weapon here. I'm not really sure what this is called, but it's a cool looking weapon nonetheless. I mean, it's got some cool colors on it, the blues and the purples there. And you can put it in Sora's hand. So Sora's hand, both hands are able to do that. Now, this right here was connected. I kind of had to snap it a little bit. The plastic was connected, but you can get the weapon in there like this. Now, I feel like I've spent a long time here on the Sora figure, so I'm pretty much done with this. This is what it looks like. There it is. If you want more information on it, you can find out more online, or if you play the game, I'm sure that you could find out more information on the character of Sora. But here is what we're here to talk about, and that is the Sark figure, because he goes along with the Tron figure. Look at these colors. These colors pop. I love the paint scheme and the design on just like the Tron figure. This, of course, is better than the Tron, the disc part, because even though they don't come with a removable disc, his disc painting is better than the one that I had on the Tron. Of course, here you see the red scheme against the gray, and just really well done. Now, I have seen since these came out, here you can see his head goes all the way around like so, and his face plate here, his face piece actually will kind of move a little bit. His arm does go around, his head does not go up and down. He's got a bicep swivel. And I was going to say, here as you see, he also has a swivel here at the elbow. There are new figures that are coming out of Tron and Sark and Flynn, but they don't look as good. I don't like the facial sculpts as much as I like this. They have apparently better articulation, but you know, but these have great articulation. You see here, the hand goes around, the elbows bend, the arm goes around at the elbow. So even though those seem to have a little bit better articulation than these face sculpts are so much better. Although I will say that I really, really want the Flynn in disguise figure that is coming out. So they have a Tron, they have a Sark, and a Flynn in the, when he goes ahead and takes on the red color. They have that coming out, but unfortunately they're selling in a 3-pack, and I've already got these two, the Sark and the Tron, and I don't know that I necessarily need to buy that. So hopefully I can find one separate. So here, as you can see, there is no ab crunch. I do believe that the new figures do have an ab crunch. He does go around here. It's a very tight figure here, but he does go around at the waist, even though there's not an ab crunch. He can do the splits pretty much almost all the way down. He does not have a thigh swivel, but he's got the double articulated knee joint. As you can see there, his foot will go all the way around, but you really don't need to do that, and I'm not really into risking breaking it off just for this review. So again, the right leg does the exact same thing, double articulation. Here you can see the colors come through really well, and of course the same on the foot. It will go around, but why force it? Because you really don't need it in that position. You see here his face guard, that does pop out a little bit. It's a kind of a rubbery substance. It kind of looks like Mario there with a Y or a V though, instead of the M. But that piece will go back in, and I'll adjust that here in just a minute. Okay, now let's do some comparison between the old 3 3/4 Tron figures and these new figures. I really like this. So this is the old Sark figure. You can see here the Tron. You're getting a little double review, as it were. Here is the Tron figure. Now this is the re-release of the NECA Tron figures, but they look exactly the same pretty much as the original ones. Here you can see this nice little hologram over here on the side, and a picture of the figures. But yeah, NECA released these a few years ago, and to kind of as an anniversary thing, I believe, for the movie Tron. And, you know, they look just as good. If you can't afford to get the original ones, which they're not really that expensive, but if you can't afford to get them, these are the second best thing. But I also have an original out of the package that you can see here. This is a repro disc, but as you can see, you know, even these old figures are pretty cool with the paint job that they did on those. Even though there's kind of a weird kind of a thing having the clear plastic, it's still pretty cool. It was different than everything else that came out at that time, and you can see here the paint scheme is very similar for being this kind of 3 3/4 figure from, you know, basically the early 80s. This still looks very, very nice, and I really dig the fact that you know, these colors still pop to this day. This translucent look still pops. Here are both Tron and Sark in both of their versions, as it were, and they just look really great. This is a great family of action figures, and I love Tron the movie. I don't know about you, but I love Tron the movie, and I love this line of toys, both the 3 3/4 and of course these new 7-inch figures. And you know what, I loved Tron Legacy, and I wish we would have seen more Tron in that movie, and I wish that we would have gotten a sequel, but you know, who knows, maybe one day they will revisit, and when they do, I'll be ready to buy those toys as well. And maybe we'll go over some of the Tron Legacy toys at some point. Here's basically everything that you get. There's the little warrior figure that comes with Tron, and of course Sora that comes with Sark. So there you have it. That is my review of the Sark Kingdom Hearts action figure along with Sora. And you know what? They're pretty cool figures. And even though I'm not really into Kingdom Hearts, the game, it's kind of cool to have this figure that is like a Tron style figure from the grid. So, you know what? I'm going to keep it around and display it along with Tron and Sark. All right, guys, so let me know down in the comment section, do you have this figure? Do you love Tron as much as I do? Maybe you're a Kingdom Hearts fan and you really like this action figure. Let me know. I would love to hear from you, because that's what we do here at the Poindexter Lounge. We love to have conversations and keep the conversation going. Remember, you can also follow us on all of our social media platforms. We're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. We want to talk to you, all right? You can send me videos of your toys and how you display them. I would love to see that, and guess what? If you do that, I may just feature it here on an episode of The Toy Room. So please do that today. And don't forget, of course, the Orm action figure that we're giving away. We're giving it away in the next week. So please get in on this. Just hit subscribe and hit notifications. Guys, I just love toys, and I just love doing this. I love talking about toys. So if that's you, please stick around for more. And hey, we're glad to have you here. So until next time, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, saying, am I on the grid? Probably not, but at least I got the toys to go along with it. Until next time, guys, I'll be in the toy aisle. Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.